What's up, y'all? It is Middleman TV in the building, man. And we are here live, man. We got to talk. We got a lot to talk about, man. It's late night. It's 12:55 Eastern Time, 11:55 Central Time. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about a lot of things, man. There's a lot to discuss in the boxing world right now, man. You got the Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois fight this weekend. You got the Eric Bazinyan versus Jaime Munguia fight this weekend. Stack cards on both, especially the Daniel Dubois Joshua card. And just a recap of the Canelo fight and my opinions on some of the undercards, my opinion on the Canelo performance and what he should do next, my opinion on Berlanga's performance and what he should do next, and then also unfolding Teofimo and his true feeling about black fighters. He is truly a racist, man. We're gonna break all of it down here on Middleman TV, man. There's a lot to discuss. But first, we're gonna recap last Saturday, get it out the way so we can move on to the future. I want to get this out the way. I'm going to wait for y'all to marinate, man. See, we don't got too many viewers yet. So I'm going to wait till y'all tune in so that we can really get this thing going. I'm going to roll up my blunt and give it to y'all the way we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Here on Middleman TV, we smoke weed. We condone the weed. I say it every time, man. We condone the weed on this channel. Where's my pants that I wore? We about 2 minutes in. We still ain't got no viewers. I'm going to let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all gonna come join eventually. That's just how I grew up. You know, I screwed up. Where the fuck is the tents and nigga one, man? That should be crazy. We still ain't got no viewers, man. We still ain't got no viewers. What's up with the Middleman TV viewers, man? I know I ain't been on live in a minute. Y'all ain't fucking with the kid? Y'all ain't fucking with the kid, huh? It's crazy. Where the hell is my pants at? My pants. So, you got a viewer yet? No viewers yet, y'all. I'm waiting for y'all to marinate. You know what I'm saying? This gives me time to roll up. Because I don't want to just start talking to y'all and y'all don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to really wait. I'm going to go downstairs real fast. By the time I come up, I'm going to give it to y'all regardless. This is how I do it. We are back, man. We're back on Minimum TV. Now I'm gonna give it to y'all straight, man. So yeah, man. So we gotta talk about this weekend, man. And where do I start, man? We all expected Canelo Alvarez to get the knockout victory against Edgar Berlanga, man. He did not come through with that. You know what I'm saying? It's hot as shit in my room, god damn. But he did not get the knockout victory like we all anticipated. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying it for a while now, man. I don't think Canelo can get them second half of the fight knockouts like we think he was able to do back in 2021 when he stopped Caleb Plant in the 11th round. That side of Canelo is not there anymore, y'all. It's just not there. I don't see the urgency. It was a win for Berlanga, man. In boxing, it's not often that you lose and a loss is a win. But in this scenario, man, a loss is a win, y'all. Like, Berlanga came out. No one expected him to go past 9-10 rounds. And the man showed himself and actually started to pick up the pace in the second half of the fight, in my opinion. Like, I thought Berlanga really showed himself in the second half of the fight, man. Canelo should be ashamed of himself, man, because this is now 3 straight opponents that were either undersized or lack of experience, and Canelo still wasn't able to get them out of there. I mean, where does Canelo go from here, y'all? We know he's not gonna fight David Benavidez. We've been advocating for this fight for 3 years, man. I don't even want to talk about advocating for the fight no more. There's no point. Is he gonna fight Christian Mabili? Is he gonna fight an undersized Crawford, who I think he would lose to? There's not a lot of options out there for Canelo, man. They're talking about the rematch with Bivol. Why would he rematch Bivol? Knowing that that's the winner of Bivol Beterbiev is the mandatory for Benavidez. I wouldn't understand that. Canelo wouldn't beat Bivol either way, so it doesn't really make sense why he would try to intercept the mandatory. I don't really understand that. That just seems like some hater shit if you ask me. Canelo's still a great fighter, y'all, but he just looks real old. And it just seems like he's not able to get the opponents out of there, man. I want to talk about the undercard, man. Like, Stephen Fulton fought a guy by the name of Carlos Castro in the opening bout, the last fight of the prelims. A lot of people did not tune into that fight, right? The last time we saw Stephen Fulton in action, it was when he fought in Japan against Naoya Inoue. That was over a year ago. And since then, no one's really been checking for Cool Boy. And he hasn't fought since. So he got back in action in the prelims. I was excited, man. I tuned into every single round. I watched the whole fight. And it was a hell of a fight, man. Very competitive fight. Back and forth fight. Carlos Castro could have won that fight, man. I'm going to just put it like this, man. As a Cool Boy Stephen Fulton fan, I'm happy that he was able to come out victorious. But there was a lot that I took away from that fight. Win or lose, there's a lot you take away from watching that fight. And what I took away from that fight is Stephen Fulton looked rather easy to hit. Carlos Castro was landing his shots at will. He was able to drop Cool Boy in the third or fourth round and really change the momentum of the fight. Cool Boy, being the championship fighter that he was able to dig deep, crawl back into the fight. He won the championship rounds, and I thought he did enough to, maybe get a draw or maybe win by 1 round, which is what they gave it to him by. But it definitely could have went the other guy's way too, and I can see why you would see Castro winning that fight. It was a very close fight, in my opinion. And I can see why you would have it for either fighter, man. Nonetheless, very happy for Cool Boy to squeeze out the split decision victory. You know what I'm saying? But I took a lot from that fight, man. He's moved up in weight. He's no longer at 122. And he got dethroned at 122 by the king Naoya Inoue, where he got mollywopped. And now you're moving up from 122 to fight bigger, stronger guys. And in your first fight against a guy I've never heard of who had 2 losses, who you're supposed to beat pretty comfortably, he gives you hell, knocks you down, and arguably wins. You get the nod on the decision. But it's like, who are you gonna fight going forward at 126? I look at some of these names at 126 and I go, God damn, this is gonna be a dangerous division for Cool Boy Stephen Fulton going forward, y'all. Like, you got Bruce Carrington, you got Nick Ball, you got Rafael Espinoza, you got Robisi Ramirez. I mean, this division is not getting any easier. And with a lot of these 126 pounders being powerful, I'm worried for Cool Boy Stephen Fulton, man. I'm worried for him going forward. I love Cool Boy. I thought he's had a great career. I think he really needs to pick his opponents wisely going forward, man, because it could end up being a danger. Hi, Blish. What up, boys? Back good. Long time no talk, man. It's been a while since I've been on live, man. I know it's real hard to come on here often when I work, but need to come on live today. There's a lot to discuss. Right now, I'm discussing Stephen Fulton. You know, he was the last fight of the prelims of the Canelo card, and just talking about how he looked really vulnerable at 126. He was easy to hit. You know, the guys are going to get bigger at 126, and I don't know if Cool Boy's going to be comfortable at that weight class, man. You know, he was able to squeeze out a split decision victory. Could have went either way. I could see if people thought Castro won that fight, I can see why. I'm glad Cool Boy got the decision. But to fight guys like Bruce Carrington, Nick Ball, Rafael Espinoza, Robisi Ramirez, Raymond Ford, to say that I wouldn't be nervous for Cool Boy Stephen Fulton to fight guys of those magnitudes, I'd be lying. I mean, I just think that it's going to be a dangerous weight class for him moving forward. I hope I'm wrong because I love Cool Boy. But, man, I got to be skeptical a little bit, man. How impressed. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm back. You said that fight was crazy. He did look vulnerable. Definitely could have went either way. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm a Cool Boy Stephen Fulton fan. Everyone who knows me knows, like, I actually got a big following on my channel talking about Stephen Fulton building up to the Nayu Inoue fight. So to see him look vulnerable against a guy like Carlos Castro definitely made me sad a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to see one of my favorite fighters look vulnerable. But at the end of the day, we got to call a spade, man. Stephen Fulton being the hard-nosed, gritty, tough fighter from Philadelphia, he's going to fight back. He's going to fight inside, and he's going to show his heart like he did against Castro. He dug deep. He won round 9 and 10. It was an exciting fight. But, man, once he ups the competition, man, to say I wouldn't be nervous is an understatement, you know. Moving on to Caleb Plant, man. Caleb Plant showed, man, like, a lot of my friends had always told me in my ear, man, I don't know if Caleb Plant's elite. I don't know if he's a great fighter. You know, he couldn't beat Canelo. He couldn't beat Benavidez. Yes, those are two of the best in their weight class. But other than that, man, Caleb Plant somehow finds a way to beat everyone, man. And the way he beat Trevor McCumbee, right? McCumbee came out early, you know, hit him hard, knocked him down. But the way Caleb Plant was able to come back and show that, you know, he's so skilled, right? And there's like this stigma that Caleb Plant's not a power puncher, right? Like a Melanage or like a Fulton. But in reality, he does have 14 knockouts out of 23 wins. That's not horrible. He is a super middleweight and he's really skilled, right? I think he has underrated power. I don't think he has like immediate knockout power. I don't think he's like Benavidez power or Canelo power, but he does have good power. And he showed it against Trevor McCumbee, man. You step up, there's levels, man. And there's a lot of fights. And we're going to discuss that later on this live that I want Caleb Plant to be in. We're going to discuss that. Don't worry, we're going to get into that. Bro, motherfucker on TV channel was to push Tio. Wait, bro, motherfucker on TBV channel want to push Tio versus Bud and David Benavidez versus Bud. I don't want to see David Benavidez versus Bud ever. I don't even want to discuss David Benavidez versus Bud because that's a stupid fight. You know what I'm saying? I got people telling me that they don't even think Bud can hang with Canelo. So, you know. Oh, the boxing voice. I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna go check that out when I get off live later. I didn't even see it. But I mean, no one wants to waste their time with a Benavidez Crawford. I mean, that's stupid, man. I mean, you know, we'll get into the Crawford Canelo conversation because I do believe that fight would be more competitive than a Benavidez Crawford. Especially I'm convinced now that Crawford would go to hole 12 against Canelo. Canelo cannot get anyone out of there. He couldn't even get Charlo out of there. So I don't think he would get Crawford out of there. Crawford, it'd be a good fight, man, but I don't know if that's a fight we should get. Back to Caleb Plant, though, man. Caleb Plant really showed himself. Great stoppage victory over Trevor McCumbee. Will we ever see Trevor McCumbee again? I think we will. I think the fact that Trevor McCumbee came on a pay-per-view with the mustache, with the Donald Trump hat, came out, knocked Caleb Plant down in the third round, showed his power, showed respect. I think they'll use him as an opponent going forward in the 168-pound division, maybe for a Munguia going forward, maybe for a Berlanga going forward. You never know. But I do think they'll use McCumbee again. He's an exciting guy. Maybe even for a guy like a Diego Pacheco or David Morrell. He's a good opponent going forward for some of these guys that we still have questions about that we think could be elite. I think he's perfect going forward. So I do expect to see McCumbee again. He showed himself. He earned my respect. Caleb Plant showed that there's levels to this shit. And yeah, man, going forward, I think, man, there's a lot of fights I want to see Caleb Plant in. I'd love to see Caleb Plant fight Charlo. I'd love to see Caleb Plant fight Munguia. I'd love to see Caleb Plant fight Berlanga. I mean, there's so many options. I'd like to see Caleb Plant fight Demetrius Boo Andrade. I mean, there's so many fights that Caleb Plant could be in after that good performance, man. And I think we might get him versus Berlanga. You know, they've been talking a lot of smack. And now that Berlanga, you know, impressed me in the main event against Canelo, I say, man, let's make it happen, man. Now I think it's a fight, you know. Before I'm thinking Berlanga's an idiot, you know, Caleb Plant's just going to outbox him. Caleb Plant doesn't have the greatest chin either. So you're talking about a boxer more skilled versus a guy who has more power and two guys with chins. It makes for a great fight, and, you know, maybe the winner will get another title fight down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very intriguing fight, man. Let's see what they end up doing in the super middleweight division, man. But that's, to me, that's an option. I would love to see Caleb Plant versus Edgar Berlanga. And honestly, I've said this for a while. Other than Benavidez and other than Canelo, I feel like in the 168-pound division, Caleb Plant can hold his own against anybody in that division, man. So hopefully we start hearing talk soon. You know, it seems like Caleb Plant's real hungry. Only thing that makes me nervous is with PBC. They don't keep their fighters active. But you know, Edgar Berlanga, you know, hopefully he'll be hungry to get back in there. You know, he just got a big payday. So hopefully, you know, we find out something soon in the 168-pound division. I think when Munguia fights Eric Bazinyan this weekend, we're going to find out a lot more. That's going to actually clear up the picture a lot more, depending on who wins that fight. I got Munguia in that fight, but I think Eric Bazinyan is going to be very competitive. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about the most boring fight of the night, man. The fight that lost me a lot of money. The fight that probably lost you a lot of money. And the fight that just made us go, what the fuck are we watching? And that was Landy Lara versus Danny Garcia. You know, like I said, it was a rough night for Philadelphia fighters. Cool boy Stephen Fulton getting dropped and barely squeezing by a decision victory. And then Danny Garcia comes out, his buddy, his friend, and virtually does nothing the entire fight. You get embarrassed from the opening bell. And it's not like Landy Lara was a bowl of fire. It's not like he was throwing 150 punches around. I mean, Lara was throwing jabs here and there, you know, moving around, doing what he always does. And that seemed to be more than enough to throw Danny Garcia out of his game, man. The whole night, Danny Garcia couldn't find the range. Danny Garcia had no idea how to time his shots. And when you got a fighter that can't time their shots and can't find the range, it's an ugly sight to see. And I'm telling you, by round 4, I was falling asleep, man. So when Danny Garcia got hit with the straight left and got dropped, I couldn't believe my eyes that he quit like that. Like, he literally looked like, it didn't even look like it hurt him that much. It looked like a flash knockdown, but it almost looked like mentally when he got dropped, right? When he got dropped, maybe it hurt a little bit, but when he got dropped, I saw more so his soul get taken right before our eyes. It was like, I've never seen anything like it. He gets dropped. He's not that hurt physically, but mentally, it's like he went in shock. And as soon as he went to the corner, his father knew he went to shock, and he quit. And it was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen from a former champion, a former 2 division champion at that. So, as I've said before, in the most gracious way I could ever say, I don't want to see Danny Garcia anywhere near a boxing ring unless he's wearing a suit and tie or just dressed in street clothes like me and you and watching it from the sidelines. If he's doing that, respect to Danny. You had a hell of a career, Danny. I'm not knocking you at 140 or 147. You had a great career. But what you did on Saturday night was putrid. It was disgusting. And he wrote on Twitter that he dared to be great and he moved up 2 weight classes. He didn't even give Lara his credit. And then, basically made excuses. Bro, you said the entire time that, you're naturally a 160 pounder. People are sleeping on your size. You've been sparring 160 pounders your whole career. Then you come in there and you lay an egg and you quit. And it's like, and then you write on Twitter that you dared to be great. No, daring to be great is going out on your shield, not quitting in the 10th round and letting your daddy dictate what's going on at 36 years old. It's not like you're a young boy like Haney. And even Haney's a grown-ass man. But Danny Garcia, you're almost 40 years old, bro. You've been in the game for 20 years. And you going to quit like that? Hold on. We got some people in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We got 2 viewers in the building. We just had 3 viewers in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I need to see what Joseph comment said. Look like he said something very important. Duck Nello went 12 with a cherry pick. Is Duck Nello washed up? I'm so glad you asked this question, Joseph, because we was getting on that. Absolutely. I actually just made a video on Canelo being washed up. Like, there's levels of washed up. Canelo's level of washed up is still elite, and he can still beat most guys. I want to make that very clear. But is he washed up? Yes. Back when we was watching him in 2021, 2020, and 2019, he was getting guys out of there. He got Billy Joe Saunders out of there. He got Kovalov out of there. He got Caleb Plant out of there. He's not doing that anymore, man. He's not getting Charlo out of there. He's not getting John Ryder out of there. He's not getting Munguia out of there. He's not getting Berlanga out of there. And the crazy thing is, he's knocking these guys down early and hurting them. And they're getting back up and they're getting stronger in the second half of the fight, man. Because Canelo is getting gassed. He's getting tired. He uses a lot of his energy early. And by the second half of the fight, man, he just looks like he's just trying to cruise to a victory. And I'm convinced that we're not going to see any more knockouts from Canelo going forward for the rest of his career. Most of his fights from here on out are going to go to distance, and it is what it is. So to answer your question, Joseph, yes, I think the back step towards this, I think he should stay far, 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 far away from David Benavidez. And quite frankly, stay away from Bivol, stay away from Beterbiev. And I mean, if he wants to be a weight bully like he has his whole career, maybe he'll fight Terrence Bud Crawford next. I don't see what else he can do. Or he can fight Christian Mabili. Canelo is getting drunk left and right. He's golfing a lot too. He's got 1 foot out the game. I mean, yeah, man. The man's $500 million. He's drinking with his wife. He's over in Mexico doing his thing. He really doesn't give a shit about boxing anymore. He says he does, man, but who is he fooling, man? He's only doing it for these big paychecks, man, and he's doing it for the easy big paychecks. He doesn't even want to. If he really still loved the game of boxing like he says, then he would be competitive. He would get in there with David Benavidez. There's no excuse. He's making excuses. He's not giving us the fights we want, and now we know. We weren't quite sure when he fought Munguia. We weren't quite sure when he fought Ryder or Charlo. But seeing him against Berlanga, a guy that I think 95% of the public thought he was going to knock out, he didn't knock out, and Berlanga picked up the pace in the second half of the fight. He's definitely not the same fighter, and now we know why he's avoiding Benavidez, man, because he'll get smoked. He'll get smoked. Would he get stopped? I doubt he gets stopped, but he'll get beat the fuck up for 12 rounds, and that's not what he wants. He's definitely cashed out. I mean, yeah, man, Canelo's made so much money, bro. He's the richest active fighter right now, bro. It's hard to respect Canelo's ways, man. To tell you the truth, man, and it's unfortunate. A lot of his fans, because I was talking to a lot of, it was Mexican Independence Day this weekend, so I was talking to a lot of his fans, tuning into the fight, and they don't seem to have much of a clue of what the truth. The truth is he's taking a back step, and they don't really care. Canelo fans don't care. He will never fight Benavidez, unfortunately. No, he's not. He's not. Only way he's gonna fight Benavidez, Joseph, is if 300-400 on the team. The money's got to be there. The money's got to be there. And I don't know what kind of money Canelo wants, but I heard $200 million was offered, and he rejected that, man. So I can only imagine how much money he would need to fight Benavidez. Got to understand, it's a guaranteed loss. So, and I think Canelo knows that. So it's like, if y'all gonna put me in a fight where I'm a guaranteed lose, y'all got to give me the money I want type shit. Like, I feel like that's kind of how he's looking at it. And whatever, it is what it is, man. But I just don't like when Canelo lies and tries to pretend like he's not worried that he would lose to Benavidez. Like, bro, who you fooling? Canelo only fights to entertain the racist Mexicans who call blacks mayates and white folks gringos. I hate to say it, man, but it's true, man. At the end of the day, man, I love my Mexicans, but we got to call a spade, man. His fan base, they're very biased. They don't really see what's going on in boxing. They only kind of see it from their point of view. And Canelo has been able to get away with subpar opponents, subpar performances, not stopping guys, because he's got a cult of a fan base, kind of like Nayu Inoue, where you can just do anything you want and get away with it. And that's kind of where we're at with Canelo, man. He's got a cult, man. And, hopefully fans will, like, here's my thing, y'all. We're all boxing fans, right? Like, I'm a fan of fighters, but I'm a fan of the sport before anything else. Don't we want to see the best fights happen? So when I see, like, super fans advocating that, like, oh, Canelo already did everything, and, like, he doesn't have to prove it, he doesn't have to fight Benavidez, like, bro, are you trying to, like, stop the fight from happening? Like, I hate fans like that. I truly do. Fans like that need to stay away from boxing. They're ruining the sport. But yeah, man, we've covered Danny Garcia being a quitter. We've covered the fact that Canelo has taken a big backstep in his career. We've covered that Stephen Fulton is probably in danger at 126 pounds. We covered that Caleb Plant is a true savant in the game of boxing, and that there's only a few names in his division that could probably beat him. And there's a lot more to unfold, man. So, we got some fights this weekend. First, we're going to talk about the super middleweight fight, Eric Bazinyan and Jaime Munguia. I want y'all to give me y'all opinions on who y'all think is going to win that fight. I haven't seen much from Eric Bazinyan, so if anyone can, comment his skill sets in the comment section. I know he's a big guy, looks about the same size as Munguia, maybe an inch shorter, but he's a big super middleweight. And I heard he's a good fighter, man. I heard this is going to be a test for Munguia. I heard this is not going to be no easy pickings coming right after Canelo. I like it. I like this fight. We'll see what happens. Mexicans have a us versus them mentality. I mean, yeah. When it comes to the sports, they are very like that. Yeah. When it comes to sports, I would agree. But yeah, let me make sure y'all put y'all opinions in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Who wins, Eric Bazinyan or Jaime Munguia? I'm gonna go with Jaime Munguia, but I think Jaime Munguia is gonna have to dig deep coming off a loss. I think Eric Bazinyan is gonna win some rounds, and I think it's gonna be a competitive fight that ends up going to the scorecards. And I think Munguia will probably win a unanimous decision, but it'll be a good ass fight. You said you lived in San Antonio your whole life, Joseph. How you like it in San Antonio, man? I've always wanted to visit San Antonio. I'm not gonna lie. I've been to Houston. I've been to El Paso. Never been to San Antonio, man, but I've heard some really good things. Don't y'all got the River Walk or something like that out there? I've always wanted to go to San Antonio, man. It's still on my bucket list. I'll probably go out there soon. You're interested in that Anthony Joshua fight? F. Munguia. Why do you think I saved the best for last? On Middleman TV, we saved the best for last. Eric Bazinyan and Munguia was something I was going to cover for like 2 minutes and get right on to the main attraction. Don't worry. We going to cover that. And it's going to be a long conversation. So I'm going to just say I think Munguia beats Bazinyan. My boy Joey DeJeco is also fighting on that card. He's fighting that Richard Torres guy. Joey DeJeco, if y'all don't know him, he's a journeyman from Philadelphia, 27-11, 18 knockouts. Tough guy, been in the ring with some of the best of them. And I'm really hoping he can come up with the upset victory over Richard Torres, who I've always said is overrated. But it's a tailor-made fight for Richard Torres. Now, moving on to the fight this weekend in Wembley. We got to talk about this, man. We got to talk about this. We got Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Two black Brits going at it. And I'm super excited for this fight, y'all. Like, This is a competitive fight, man. This has the feel of a Riddick Bowe versus a Lennox Lewis type. You know what I'm saying? Two punchers don't like each other from the same country. Let's get it cracking, right? I'm gonna give y'all my assessment on the fight and my predictions. But first, the assessment. First of all, I've always said that, Dubois has always looked kind of like a big nerd, like a big goofy. Doesn't really look like the gangster type or the fighter type. I'm a huge, huge fan of Daniel Dubois, y'all. I just want to make that very clear, man. I wasn't a huge fan of him until he stopped Jarrell Miller. He stopped Jarrell Miller. I said, wow, this kid got some heart. Then he shows me again. He stops Philip Hrgovic. I'm like, whoa, this dude is a beast. You feel me? I didn't like Dubois when I saw him fight Usyk, but then when I go back and watch that fight, he really knocked Usyk out, man. We're going to leave that alone. Some people don't agree with me. He knocked Usyk out. Dubois got power in that right fucking hand, man. He might be the most powerful heavyweight in the division outside of like Zhang and maybe Bacoli. He's right there. He's right there, man. Like Dubois is he's the strongest, one of the strongest punchers in the division. He's shown me that time and time again. And, coming off a win against Jarrell Miller, a more than suitable opponent. Coming off a win against Philip Hrgovic, more than worthy opponent. I like the momentum that Dubois is going in to this fight with. And is coming off fights over Otto Wallin and Robert Helenius and Jermaine Franklin, and not to mention a UFC fighter in Francis Ngannou. So if you're asking me, who's fought the tougher opposition in the last 3 fights, it's no question Daniel Dubois. So when I look at it from that perspective, right, that the fact that Daniel Dubois has been in the ring with the much tougher guys as of recently, it's hard for me to say that he can't win this fight. I know he can punch. I know Joshua doesn't have the greatest chin. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that maybe an upset happens here. I think if this to be close and it happens to go to distance, then I think they're going to give it to Joshua. But if Dubois can dig deep, I think he can knock Joshua out. Let me go ahead and read some of these comments, man. I get my little flow. Hey, Joseph, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. Appreciate it. I believe it, bro. That's why I hold Mexicans and other races guilty until proven otherwise. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, a high Basla, we got to do that, man. It's unfortunate, but we really do. A lot of Mexicans are not racist. But it's like you said, they got to prove it. They got to prove it, man, because I've seen it. I grew up around Mexicans. I'm fluent in Spanish. I know how this goes. Being non-Hispanic growing up here, you're constantly reminded you're different. I remember first day of elementary school, I had to ride the back of the bus. No one else would let me sit down. It was rough. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. No one should have to go through that, man. No one should have to go through that. My bad. I'm getting over my little sickness. But no one should have to go through that. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, man. Sorry that you didn't get a good, view of Mexicans, Me and Mexicans, I love my Mexicans, man, They love and hate me, We got a little rivalry going on, but it's always love with the Mexicans. Just know that. But you want to talk about Joshua Dubois? I just laid it out for y'all why I think Dubois can win the fight Saturday night. I think, having the better opponents, fighting Usyk, fighting Jarrell Miller, fighting Philip Hrgovic, and considering that, Joshua hasn't fought anyone of significance recently, this is a 50-50 fight to me, man. This is a 50-50 fight. It's going to come down to who lands first. I've never really been a fan of Dubois' chin. He's vulnerable. But at the same time, so is Anthony Joshua, y'all. We got 3 viewers in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. But yeah, man, I think Dubois can dig deep and win this fight. I'm going to be pulling for Daniel Dubois. I just think that, Joshua hasn't really shown me shit. I'm not going to overhype the Ngannou win. I'm not going to overhype the Otto Wallin win, Dubois doesn't really like Joshua, He told him when they were face-to-face, you're going to show me some respect. And Dubois is just not scared of Joshua, man. And that just, to me, makes me even more confident in my pick. I think Daniel Dubois is going to come up with the upset victory and change the landscape of the heavyweight division. It's going to ruin a lot of things. A lot of people don't want to see or hear that Daniel Dubois is going to knock out Anthony Joshua because people want to see Joshua Fury. People want to see Joshua Usyk again. I've even heard people say, "Come on, let's do Wilder Joshua." But I'm here to tell y'all, man, I think Daniel Dubois, being the younger fighter, I think he's the stronger puncher too. We're going to see, man. The only thing about Dubois is he doesn't move his head a lot. He's not the quickest on defense. And one thing I know about Joshua is he does have good timing. I think Joshua has great timing. And he's got power in his right hand as well. So if Dubois don't move that head, that's going to make me nervous, man. Because I know one thing for sure. Joshua's a little bit faster than Filip Hrgovic. And that was something that I noticed that Daniel Dubois was doing in the Filip Hrgovic fight. So he can't afford to do that against Joshua. So I wonder what his strategy is going to be. I also heard that he fired his trainer in the same week that he's fighting. I hope that's a rumor. That's never a recipe for a winning. That's never a winning recipe to get rid of your trainer a week before your fight. Like I don't like the sound of that, man. I need to get unclosed details on that. But Joseph, Ashai, y'all were talking about Mexicans being racist, right? So since y'all are talking about Mexicans being racist, it's only right that we bring up Teofimo Lopez. I'm sure y'all heard about the interview recently with Teofimo Lopez, right? He was in an interview. I forget the guy who was giving him the interview, but they asked Teofimo a couple questions. Teofimo, sometimes I feel like Teofimo doesn't think before he speaks. I think he just speaks, man, and then it comes out so stupid, and he doesn't realize it. So he keeps the smile on his face, like what he said is not, he didn't say anything wrong, and maybe he doesn't mean it as bad as it sounds. Either way it goes, man, the way you're saying it, it's coming off racist. People are even saying you're neck and neck with Ryan Garcia. You don't want to be in them same boats, man. Teofimo Lopez is one of my favorite fighters, man. So if he keeps doing his racist shit, all he's gonna do is lose me as a fan. So he needs to really think about the shit he's saying going forward. He be saying some dumbass shit, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all what he said. In the interview, they asked Teofimo Lopez who he would rather fight next between Terrence Bud Crawford and Gervonta Davis. And he said, whichever monkey wants the banana. They said, so Teofimo, so which guy would you rather fight next? Terrence Crawford or Gervonta Davis? He said, whichever monkey wants the banana. What? Like, but let me play the clip for y'all, man. I'm gonna play the clip for y'all, man. That's how disturbing the clip was. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to the clip. You know what I'm saying, on my YouTube. I want y'all to hear this, man. I want y'all to hear what Teofimo had to say. It's like I don't like, this dude really don't think before you speak, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. Hold on. Oh, hold on. All right, we back. My bad. I had to pause it. I had to go to this YouTube shit real quick. I'm gonna play this for y'all though, man. Like I don't know if y'all heard it, but I'm gonna make sure y'all hear it because this man Teofimo just be saying anything. You know what I'm saying? And we can't keep letting Teofimo get away with this dumb shit that he be saying. Where is the shit? Where is it? Right here. 11 hours ago. Let me turn this shit up, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear it. I didn't turn it up yet. Can y'all hear that? Teofimo Lopez, y'all, listen.
I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but I don't care. Matias is trash. I've been saying it, man. It's just Liam Powell got him before anybody else did.
Okay. And what do you make of Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney? He missed weight. He tested positive, but what do you make of that whole situation?
My whole situation is that listen, they did what they did. The New York Commission, they made the right call on Ryan Garcia. Obviously, they understand more than we do in detail. and in depth of what happened there. And I think that, listen, he got suspended. Ryan Garcia said he'll come back in April, and then we'll see what happens then.
All right, last question for me.
Yes.
Another champion in your division, Alberto Puello.
Yes.
He has the WBC strap.
Mm-hmm.
You're somebody who had already unified in 135 and
it's coming up, y'all.
Undisputed at 135, moved up to 140, got a belt. Is a unification is a unification with him? Does that interest you? And what do you think of him as a fighter?
I don't think much of them. I don't think any of the guys that I just up right now in my weight class. I don't.
So y'all heard that. He already disrespecting Albert Puello. He already disrespecting Ryan and Haney. Whatever. All right, let's keep going.
See much in them. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna get lost in the sauce once they start getting the cameras around them more often. See, the thing is that it's more than just getting to the top. It's knowing how to maintain it and understanding that it can go away in a quick second.
I said that was my last question. Actually, I have one last question. There's videos of you training.
Here we go.
Canelo.
Yes.
Who is your trainer now? And
my father is still my trainer, Teofimo Lopez Sr., and he was my father was the one that contacted Eddie Reynoso. They're very close together as far as communicating wise, and they respect one another. You know, trainer of the year in 2020, Eddie Reynoso, former trainer of the year as well, and 2 trainer of the years. You know, to be in my corner is going to be great.
So Eddie's going to be like assistant trainer?
That's what we're in the looks at right now. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be great for all of us. It's great for Canelo's team. It's great for the TakeOver team. And I'm just grateful just to be part of them and just to learn more. That's what it's all about in boxing. You never know too much. You just know what you know.
All right. Thank you so much, Teofimo.
What the hell? That wasn't the right interview, y'all. That shit just blew the hell out of me. I ain't gonna lie. That was not the right interview. So I got y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna get y'all right. Here we go. Speaks. I just seen this shit earlier. Can't believe they just teased me like that, because I definitely like the interview I saw earlier, but I think they just cut it out. All right, let's see. Speaks on. All right. Is this it? This might be it, y'all. I don't know why they keep showing me all this dumb shit. Like, show me the right video, man. What the fuck? I hope this is the right video, y'all, man. I don't know if it is or not. Let's see.
Are the official way of watching football. Win the wing game every.
I know you scared. You so.
All right, hold on.
Huh? He got him acting emotional.
Not the right video at all. Trying to find it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up. I gotta type in Teofimo Lopez. Can't believe I can't find this shit. They must have took it off of YouTube. I'm gonna find out. Cause Crawford Monkey. Let's see if I can find it. This man was going bonkers, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right, y'all still with me. I respect y'all for still being with me, man. Bear with me, man, because this is really worth y'all seeing. You know what I'm saying? If I could pull this up, this is something that y'all should see, man. It's gonna make y'all change y'all opinion on Teofimo. And me being one of Teo's biggest fans, I've been to his fights live and everything. Like, all right, let's see. Here it is.
Hey, yo, relax, my friend. You don't gotta call.
We don't want to hear all that. What the fuck? Bro.
Just
You gotta be kidding me. Here we go.
Which one of those two fights interests you more, Gervonta Davis or Terrence Crawford?
Whichever monkey wants to get the banana.
What?
Okay. All right. So whoever you don't care which one of them you fight.
Nah, they say they gorillas. I'm a lion. I eat them. Let's go.
All right. Which one of those two fights interests you more, Gervonta Davis or
One more time, y'all.
Terrence Crawford?
Whichever monkey wants to get the banana.
Okay.
Like,
all right. So
my thing is,
you don't care which one of them you fight.
Nah, they say they gorillas. I'm a lion. I eat them. Let's go.
All right. Which one of those two fights interests you more, Gervonta Davis or Terrence Crawford?
Whichever monkey wants to get the banana.
like, what? Whichever monkey wants to get the banana? Like, do Tio be thinking about what he be saying? Like, do he be thinking about what he be saying? The man just literally, man. Hey, man, if you want to lock in with me, bro, anytime you want to, you could. I told you, man, if you want to ever hop on my live, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Let me know, bro. We can get in tune, bro. Real shit. Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, we got to ignore the racism, man. I'm trying to, uplift the world so we could be better as people. Joseph, I was the happiest human being on earth when Dimitri Bivol beat Canelo, man. I was so happy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I want to see it happen again. I don't want Bivol to do it this time, though. I want Benavidez to do it, man. Nah, I know he said two monkeys. Wow. Teofimo ducked Haney. Let's not forget. He did, man. He did. Even though I think that would be a good fight, competitive fight. Teofimo has done a lot of weird things recently, man. It's like, I don't get that Teofimo is a clown. One of my favorite fighters back in the day. I don't really like him, man. It's because he keeps doing all this dumb shit, bro. Teofimo makes it really difficult to like him. Really difficult to like him. So it is what it is, man. I'm really hoping that Teo needs someone to speak for him. Like, he needs an advisor. Like, the man is stupid. I don't think the man is smart when he talks. He doesn't think. So I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I live in Philly now. I don't know. It's hard to say, man. I've met all kinds of different people in the East Coast. I would say some. I would agree with you. Yeah, some of the females do have bad attitudes, but then again, so do Chicago females. So pick your poison. You want the video of Keyshawn putting hands on Teofimo? Man, I gotta find that video, man. I think that's an old one, man. Wasn't that the day they were on the same card? Or when was that? I would actually want to see that fight. Yeah, the interviewer was black. See, that's the difference between me and the interviewer that was interviewing Teofimo. He was so starstruck that he had Teofimo in his video that he just, I would have asked Teofimo, what do you mean by monkey and the banana? And I would have handed him the mic, like, it's like, what do you mean by that, bro? Yeah, the interviewer was black. Just type in Teofimo Lopez says he's a lion and he eats two monkeys. That's all you got to type in, and it's going to come right up. It took me a little while to find it, but that's what you got to type in. But yeah, man, this shit was just disturbing, man. Shit was just disturbing. I don't know what's wrong with Teofimo Lopez, man. Teofimo being a weirdo, man. Hating on Bud Crawford, hating on black fighters, basically saying, "Fuck you, Terrence Crawford. You're not good enough to fight Canelo, but fight me." Like, that's some weird shit. All I can say. That's wild. Yeah, man. Teofimo, man. let's be honest, bro. He probably could beat the interviewer's ass, right? So the fact that he knows he could beat the interviewer's ass makes him even bolder, you know? A Spanish person will feel froggy in front of a black person they feel like they can beat up. So, like you said, Hispanics that are racist, they know that. So it's always about picking and choosing your battles and knowing when to do things and when not to. And Teofimo clearly just picked a time where he felt comfortable. That's all. He'll pick he picks his spots. I'll tell you like that. He picks his spots. Um, but yeah, man, I'm losing respect for Tio. Am I still a fan of his fighting skills? Yes. Not gonna lie. But am I a fan of the way he moves? No, man. And one or two more episodes of this from Teofimo, and I'm gonna be completely done with the guy. So he needs to really watch himself. I've been saying this for a long time. The only thing that can hurt Teofimo is himself, because he doesn't realize that yet. He hasn't realized that his voice, his mouth makes people hate him, man. So yeah, man, we got a great fight this weekend with Dubois and Joshua. I think Joshua is gonna get knocked out. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Dubois is gonna get knocked out. But the confidence that I've seen from Dubois, man, why do I feel like he's gonna stop the show in Wembley, man? What y'all think, Joseph? What you think? Hey, you think y'all got Joshua? Y'all got Dubois. What y'all got, man? And what y'all got in the I think the co-main event is Willie Hutchinson versus Joshua Buatasi, man. That's gonna be a hell of a fight within itself. I got Buatasi in a close one. It's gonna be a good one. Joseph, you say you got AJ? Can I at least know why you got AJ? I want to know why you got AJ. You think obviously you know he's taller. They're about the same size though. Yeah, why are you picking AJ? Is it the hype? Like what's making you pick him? You think he's just a better skill fighter? He is more skilled. I would say like I would say he's probably got more like he's got more he's better with his distance. I want Boots to fight Teofimo. I'd love to see Boots beat the brakes off Teo. I think Boots versus Teo is a good fight. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think Boots would win that fight for sure. I think it would be a great fight though. I ain't gonna lie. I think it'll be competitive in the first half. I actually think Teofimo Boots would be more competitive than Teofimo Crawford, believe it or not. Just based on styles, but yeah, I think Boots would win that fight, no question about it. Teofimo's style doesn't suit well for black slick fighters with intelligence in the ring. Doesn't really suit well for that type of style, in my opinion. So yeah, that would be a hard fight for him to win. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, what up, Drizzle? Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, Drizzle. Subscribe if you're new. What's my top 10 pound for pound right now? All right, I'm gonna give you my top 10 pound for pound. I'm not gonna give you no specific order or nothing, because right now I feel like it fluctuates every day, and I just can't give you a specific order. But I could definitely give you my top 10 pound for pound in no order. Bud Crawford, Dimitri Bivol, Bud Crawford, Dimitri Bivol, Alexander Usyk, Naoya Inoue, Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. My boy Shakur Stevenson is still in there. Javante in there. Beater Biev's in there. Wait, Drizzle, you saying that 147 you got Lopez. You got Lopez in what? What you mean you got Lopez? Lopez to beat who? DDD ain't got heart. Daniel Dubois ain't got heart. He folded the Usyk's jab. But let's be real, bro. I get what you're saying. Daniel Dubois knocked out Alexander Usyk. I watched that replay 10 times, bro. They can say what they want. I watched that replay 10 times. That was a knockout. They cheated Dubois. They let Usyk recover, get his feet back, and stole his momentum. So I mean, that's fucked up. I like Dubois. I disagree. And since then, two victories over good opponents. Boots will put Teofimo in a blender. Drizzle, you tripping? Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I have to agree with Joseph Drizzle. I think Boots would put Teofimo in a blender. Is Canelo in my top 10? You missed the earlier segment of my live when I said when me, Ahai, and Joseph all agreed that Canelo's taking a back end in his career. Is he still a good fighter? Yes. Has he still gotten knockdowns in all 4 of his last fights against Charlo, Ryder, Munguia, and Berlanga? Yes. But he can't get the stoppages anymore. And he's avoiding his mandatory in Benavidez. So for me to say Canelo top 10, fuck no. You can't be top 10 and you're avoiding the number 1 guy in your division. You just can't, in my opinion. Honestly, that was a low blow. What was a low blow? Oh, the Dubois? Ooh, we're gonna have to agree to disagree there, High. I thought it wasn't a low blow, man. If you really look at the angle, he hit him right here, bro. He hit him right here. That's right on the line, bro. But if you hit someone right here, that's a stomach shot, bro. That's a stomach shot. It's not like you hit him all the way down there, bro. He hit him right here, bro. It's not no fucking low blow. It's not. He hit him straight clean. Dubois got power, bro. And y'all sleep, man. Joshua don't got the chin like Usyk. Oh, man, I can't wait for this fight. I got Dubois. Lopez versus Crawford at 147 can be competitive if Lopez comes at his best. He's 27 and Crawford is 37. Age only matters when you're not great. You know what I'm saying? Crawford's a great. Lara's a great. When you're great, age don't matter, man. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you, Drizzle. I respect your opinion on thinking that Teofimo will make it competitive, but I think in the end, Crawford would be too slick, too smart. And if George Kambosos can drop Teofimo, what the fuck would Crawford do? You know? And that's what fight won't happen at 47. The fight would happen at 54. And I think Teo knows that, which is why he's already made an announcement that he's gonna fight at 54. So that leads me to my next question, Drizzle. Do you like Teofimo to beat Crawford at 154? I don't. Couldn't even hurt Claggett. Let's remember that. And I know we're gonna say Crawford couldn't hurt Madrimov. Madrimov's way better than Steve Claggett. We can agree on that, right? It looked like he hit his bladder. It was a close call, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and argue and say that that you're wrong or that I'm right because it was right on the line and it could have went either way. I saw it as a knockdown. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna stick with that it was a knockdown. But a lot of people saw it the other way. A lot of people didn't think it was a knockdown. For me personally, it was a knockdown. Oh my Lord, where is my lighter, y'all? Madrimov is better than Teo. Yeah. I hate to say it, man. But you know what's crazy? Teofimo was disrespecting Madrimov. He was saying Crawford was getting beat up by a no-name and all this shit. And thinking about it, you might be right, man. Like, he barely could beat Claggett. So I expect him to beat Madrimov. Yeah, you might be right, man. You got Dubois by KO. It's the only way I can see it, man. Look, let me make it clear. Dubois Joshua's not going the distance. It's not. You got 2 monster heavyweights with monster power in their right hand. Neither guy has a great chin. Where's there a recipe for distance? I don't see it. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that, Joseph. I knew you was gonna say that. Hold on, we're gonna get to that comment in a second. Teo really fighting at 154, and it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out, man. Couldn't even get Jermaine Ortiz out of there. How you gonna get 154 pounders out of there, man? DDD. Daniel Dubois got cooked by slow ass Joyce. Y'all know how I feel about Joe Joyce. But you know what the truth is? That's an aberration comment because at one point in time, Joe Joyce was good. Don't believe me? What y'all think of Joseph Parker? Good fight. Good heavyweight, right? Beat Wilder. Beat Jilly Zhang. Got knocked out by Joe Joyce. So what you got to say there? Heavyweight, there is no triangle scheme in the heavyweight division. Dubois got beat by Joyce. Parker beat Joyce. I mean, Parker got knocked out by Joyce, but Parker beats Wilder and beats Zhang. And Zhang knocked out Joyce. So you tell me what's going on. To me, it feels like anything can happen in the heavyweight division. Don't sleep. This is what I'm going off of. I'm going off the fact that Dubois coming off 2 victories over worthy opponents. Jarrell Miller is worthy. Beat the hell out of Ruiz in his last fight. Worthy. Filip Hrgovic, bit overrated, but at the end of the day, worthy. A guy who can punch, a guy who's proven himself, a guy who beat Zhilei Zhang, not a bad fighter. Who the hell has Joshua beaten recently? Jermaine Franklin, an undersized heavyweight. Otto Wallen, a bum. Robert Helenius, a bum. And a UFC fighter. So it's like the momentum is completely swinging with Daniel Dubois here. He's the more likable guy. I got Dubois by knockout, man. Yeah, Dubois by knockout. But I'm going to tell y'all, the later this fight goes, like the early rounds, I favor Joshua, right? So, like, if Joshua gets Dubois out of there in the first six rounds, I favor Joshua. If Joshua can get him out of there early, I favor him. Once it starts going into round 7, 8, 9, I start to favor Dubois, man. Because and you would think that Joshua actually has the better stamina, but it's actually the opposite. I think Dubois has the better stamina. Joyce fights in slow motion. Yeah, no, I hate Joe Joyce. He's probably my least favorite heavyweight in the division. I'm not going to lie. Dude, I hope dude retired. The way he went out against Chisora, I don't want to ever see him again. Madrimov is way better than Tio. Whoa, I think we need to slow our roll, but with the way better. Way better? He's better, but I don't know about way better. Like, you're saying way better, like, we shouldn't even get Madrimov versus Tio. Like, if they announce tomorrow, breaking news, Michael Benson has reported Teofimo Lopez is fighting Israel Madrimov, I'd be pretty excited about that fight from both ends. Like, I would predict Madrimov to win, but that would be a fight I'm excited about, very excited about. Dubois is at 320 money line and 470 by KO. Not bad if you believe in him. I do, man. And I might take a $20 chance on him, man. I'm trying to tell you. I feel Dubois, man, this weekend. Why do I believe in... Look, man, there's only a couple things going for Joshua. If the fight happens to go the distance, they're giving it to Joshua. And obviously, you know, Eddie Hearn is his fucking promoter. So that means they're going to be biased towards him a little bit. But I don't see why Dubois can't win this fight, y'all. Y'all got to think about it, man. Dubois can absolutely win this fight. I'm telling y'all, he can. For a fact. There go my lighter. On me, I found it. All right. Why I got Dubois? All right, Blueprint. So I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told them on why I got Dubois. For me, it's simple. His last 3 fights, Usyk, Jarrell Miller, Filip Hrgovic. Those are all guys that I consider good. Joshua's last opponents have been Otto Wallen, Francis Ngannou, Jermaine Franklin, and Robert Helenius. I mean, did I not say it all? None of those guys I just named are shit to me. So Joshua, essentially, the last 2 years has been wasting time, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Dubois has been getting his repertoire up. Who's coming off the harder opponents? Who's coming off the momentum? Dubois. Why is Joshua a 3-1 favorite? I would never bet Joshua being a 3-1 favorite. If I was going to bet money on this fight, I would take a chance on Dubois, knowing they're both punchers, knowing they both don't have great chins. And Dubois coming off the better momentum. You know, I think Dubois kind of looks like a sissy. And, like, he's got that weird, lame, like, kind of nerdy look. So people just kind of count him out. And Joshua kind of, oh, yeah, I'm Anthony Joshua. He comes off kind of cool, you know. Fuck that shit, man. I'm looking past all of that. I got Dubois with the upset victory, man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, I've been wrong plenty of times on Minimum TV, but one thing about me, man, is I can live with my picks. I like Dubois. I like what he's been doing in the ring recently. And quite frankly, I respect the fact that, you know, Joshua knocked out Ngannou, saved boxing, kept us on the limb, proved to UFC fans that we're always going to be better, but didn't really prove shit. Madrimov by slaughter Can I ask y'all why y'all think? And I don't like Teofimo at all. Y'all know this. Y'all see, like, he's losing me as a fan day by day. But why do y'all think that Tio's like? What you see Majumov stopping Tio? Like, how do you see this going? How do you see that fight going? Because I think it's a competitive fight. I think you got a fighter that feints a lot with a great jab versus just an all-out slugger. I mean, and it makes for a great fight. There you go, Drizzy. He's younger. He's hungrier. He's got the better resume recently. And to me, man, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah, I got Dubois, man. I want to see Nakatani versus Bam and the winner versus Inoue. Hey, man, you talking my language. You talking my language. But, you know, Bam's small, though, man. Nakatani fight at 118. Bam fight at 115. Winner fight Inoue. Fuck that. How about we just get Nakatani versus Inoue no matter what? To me, Nakatani looks like a big 122. So I think it's something that could happen. Or is he 118? I forget if he's 118 or 122. Either way, he's big for his size. Yo, what up, Champy? Make sure you hit that like button, Champy. This is the first time I've seen your name on here, Champy. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I don't think you've ever subscribed. I don't remember Champy before. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, Champy. Nothing to subscribe, man. Appreciate you locking in on the channel. About to read your top 10 pound for pound right now. He say Usyk, Canelo, Inoue, Bivol, Beterbiev, Bam, Loma, Crawford, Tio, Tank. All right, let me light my blunt to that one. Champy, are you crazy? Champy, are you crazy? I hate your list. I'm going to be real with you. It's all respect. You're entitled to your opinions. But on Minimum TV, we going to keep it a bean. Your list is garbage. God damn, your list is garbage. Man, listen. What a shitty list, man. We're going to break down why your list is shitty, bro. I don't even know if I should start at the top or the bottom. We're going to start at the bottom. We're going to start at how you wrote it is how we're going to break it down. So you got Usyk at number 1. I can't argue that, right? He's a heavyweight. Started off at cruiserweight, dominated cruiserweight, moved up to heavyweight, dominated. Whatever. Number 1, I'm no arguments there. Number 2, you have Canelo Alvarez. Have you lost your fucking mind, bro? Like, champion, have you lost your mind? Why the fuck do you have Canelo at number 2? Like, how can you have Canelo at number 2? Did you see him against Berlanga? You know that 90% of the public expected Canelo to knock out Berlanga, and he didn't do that. He didn't knock out Munguia. He didn't knock out Charlo, who was at 154 pounds to start his career. Didn't knock out Ryder. And you think he's number 2 pound for pound? He can't even get knockouts. He won't even fight his mandatory and David Benavidez. We're going to let you get a pass on that one, man. What's number 3? Inoue. No arguments there. I just want to stop your whole list. Why the fuck am I reading your list? And Usyk is number 1, Canelo's 2, and I don't see Crawford till number 9. That's insane, bro. Like, there's no black fighter on your list till we reach number 8. And there's only 2 black fighters on your list. But number 8, bro, Champy, bro. Respect to you, bro. There's no respect on this list, bro. I agree with Bam. I agree with Crawford. I agree with Bivol, Inoue, Beterbiev, Usyk, and Tank. You're missing Shakur. You're missing you're missing Shakur, bro. Shakur's great, bro. I don't care if you like his style or if you don't like his style. He's a top 10 pound for pound fighter, bro. He can't be hit. He can't be stopped, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tank's the only person that could potentially stop him. Why is he not on your list? Just because you don't like his style? I can't agree with that, bro. I can't agree with that. You do. You do have Bam on your list. Thank God you have Bam on your list. I would put Juno Nakatani on this list before Tio. I don't like your list, bro. No way that you were sober when you made this list. Nakatani is at 118 right now, but he got the potential to go higher than Inoue. He's taller, younger, and got power. I think he looked bigger than Inoue, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, naturally, he looks bigger. The way I just caught, hey, man, I'm telling y'all, this that good shit, Joe. This that, man, I'm dying over here, man. Just know I'm dying. But I don't give a fuck, man. We kill ourselves every day on this shit. What's up? I'm gonna be coughing a storm the whole time. Champy, you drunk, man. It's all good. Let's see what he said. Yeah, when he dominated a man that was 200 pounds. Who are you talking about? Who dominated a man that was 200 pounds? You better get your facts straight, Champy. Because if you're talking about Edgar Berlanga being 200 pounds, you do understand that Canelo came in at 193 pounds on fight night, right? Like, what are we talking about? What are you talking about? Get specific. Crawford's not even top 5. Yeah, bro. If I could boot you off my channel, I would. That's an incredible. You know what? I'm gonna give you a pass, Champy. I should ban you for that. I ain't gonna lie. I should ban you for that, bro. You just said Crawford's not even top 5, bro. We don't come on this channel disrespecting Crawford like that, bro. Now you sound insane, bro. Look what this man Champy is saying, bro. Champy is over here on my channel saying that's just what it is right now. Black fighters, Americans, just ain't it right now. Let's take 10 minutes. Let's take 10 seconds to just look at Champy, y'all. Have you lost your mind, Champy? Have you lost your mind? Bro, listen. We're not trying to make this a race thing. But you're disrespecting black fighters at this point by saying that black fighters ain't it and Crawford not even top 5. Crawford's a 3-division champion. Crawford's a 4-division champion. Crawford has beaten some good names. Crawford's going to continue to beat good names. Crawford, I think, would beat Canelo. Like, why are you dick riding, bro? Shakur, laugh my ass off. Come on now. Are you a casual, bro? Now, I'm gonna ask you something. Are you a casual? Are you like? Remember how? I don't know if my boy Ahai is still here, but remember how he was talking about Mexicans being racist earlier? I don't know if Champy's Mexican or not, but like based on the comments, I wouldn't be surprised if he's Mexican. This man said, "Shakur, come on now, bro." Let me ask you a question, because clearly you're a casual. I'm gonna ask you one question. Out of all the fighters in the world right now, who holds their opponents to the least amount of landing percentage? You know, I think Shakur holds his opponents to like a 16% landing percentage or some shit like that. It's crazy. And you're telling me he's not top 5. I get it. If you're a Mexican champion, you like fighters that come to fight, exciting fighters that let it all out. Shakur doesn't get hit. The name of the game in boxing is to not get hit. He's a defensive savant. And, you know, quite frankly, he's a decent counterpuncher. You just got to let his hands go a little bit more. But you sound retarded, dude. Hey, Blueprint, my boy, please help this man out because Champy has no clue what a top 10 list pound for pound is. He put Canelo in it. He put Canelo in his top 10, y'all. Like, all I got to do is hit the block button. He can't say one more word. I really should do that, y'all. I'm gonna let Blueprint, Drizzy, and Ashai, people who have been faithful and loyal to the channel since I got on here, determine whether I should remove you or not. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, Champy, but what you're saying is not worthy, bro. It's not worthy. Canelo came in at 193 on fight night, bro. Saturday night against Berlanga, he came in at 193. I don't care what Berlanga came in at. I know what Canelo came in at. 193. Drizzy said, come on, man. American boxing is dominating right now. You know, I give Inoue his credit. I give Usyk and Bivol his credit. There are some European and there's an Asian fighter dominating. But for the mass majority, bro, America is still on top. I tell my friend this all the time. I think Europeans and Latinos are a little bit delusional on who's on top of the world right now in terms of boxing. It is not disrespect. It's just facts. Crawford's best win is a drunk Spence. Spence wasn't drunk. So you're already lying and trying to discredit his best win. And it wasn't his best win. He's got plenty of good wins. His best win was actually Madrimov. He just had to dig deep. You know, because Madrimov's a hell of a fighter. I haven't seen Canelo fight anyone of that magnitude recently. He said Crawford is like a 37-year-old grandpa who hasn't fought no one. Yeah, Champy. Say one more dumb thing and you're getting removed, bro. Shakur Tank Boots Crawford. Champy, you got an American flag. Bro, the man not American, bro. Clearly. What y'all think, man? Should I remove him? This man just said that Crawford couldn't beat Buachuk or Virgil Ortiz, who lost to Buachuk. Got robbed, though. Like, should I remove this guy? Should I remove him? Because he's trolling. He's fucking up the conversation. Like, I don't like stupid idiots on my channel. I really don't. I think he is a Mexican American. Man, he gotta be, man. Gotta be. Do you box? No, I don't box. What do I need to box for, bro? I make money doing what I do. You see what I'm saying? Like, I box as a hobby. Like, you talking about, do I box? I don't make money boxing. No, I do not. Do you make money boxing? Do you make money boxing? If you don't make money boxing, you don't box either, brother. Shakur, I think. Top 10 pound for pound. Usyk, Bud. Okay, finally, a list that's not gonna make my eyes and my brain hurt. Let's read Blueprint's list, a real list. Usyk, Bud, Inoue, Beevil, Nello, Bam, Core, Tank, Beterbiev, Tio. I love this list. The only person I would take off this list is Canelo. I would take Canelo off the list. Resume-wise, he's on the list. Skillful-wise, he's nowhere near the list. Dude, that's just not that. That's a bullshit narrative. It's not Champy. Champy, you came on here and said Crawford's not even top 5. You're the bullshit. And why doesn't he? He won't ever give up his height and reach advantage. Bro, I lost a young. Yeah, I'm sorry, Champy. We got to get rid of you, bro. All right, y'all. I didn't ban him, but I put him on timeout. So he can't comment no more because he's just saying a bunch of dumb shit, y'all. Like, sorry, Champy. The public has spoke, man. Drizzy don't want you here. Blueprint don't like you here, and neither do Blah Blah saying these are my loyal boys. You know what I'm saying? They think you stupid, man. I think you're stupid too. You had a chance. I gave you like 10 chances. You kept going. You just kept being stupid. Instead of being like, you know what? You're right. Crawford is top 5, top 6. This man, nah. All right, get your ass removed then. Not gonna keep slandering Bud Crawford on my channel. Crazy as hell. Where was Bam born? Bam was born in Phoenix. He's Mexican American though. He is Mexican. He's Mexican American. Man, I gave Champy so many chances. And that man just couldn't listen. Now Nello got to be in the top 10. You got people like Devin who taking a little hiatus from boxing. Otherwise, who would you replace him with? David Benavidez, a guy that we know would beat him, a guy that's beaten Demetrius Bubu-Andre, a guy that's beaten Caleb Plant, a guy that beat that light heavyweight when he moved up, pretty good heavyweight. Went the distance with was it Beterbiev? Or maybe it was Beevil. Either way it goes. Man, Benavidez might have to replace Canelo at this point, man, because Canelo's avoiding him, man. I can't keep putting Canelo above Benavidez. I can't. Canelo needs to fight Benavidez or Crawford or vacate all the belts and start his exhibition arc 10 years earlier than Floyd and Pacquiao. I mean, yeah, you couldn't have said it more correctly, man. Quite frankly, bro, I agree with you, man. Like, honestly, bro, If Canelo ends up fighting like Christian Mbili next, or like a Eric Bazinyan, like, can we even take them fights seriously going forward? Like, if he doesn't give us Benavidez or Crawford next, or Bivol rematch, or Beterbiev, those are the only 4 fights I'd be interested in. Beterbiev, Bivol, Crawford, or Benavidez. Otherwise, kick rocks and get out of boxing. I mean, that's how I look at it, man. My last comment you read was about Shakur. Sorry, champ. You just couldn't make it on this channel, man. Bud's first ever 2-time undisputed, now 4 division champ, future 5 division champ, perhaps 3-time future undisputed. Exactly, bro. Like, I couldn't believe that I was taking 20 to 30 minutes of slander from Champy. I couldn't believe it. That's why I had to remove his comments, you know. Maybe he's watching this channel. Maybe he's realizing, like, you're not allowed to slander Bud Crawford on my channel. You can slander just about any fighter you want on this channel. You slander Bud Crawford, it's not going to go well for you. Having Canelo outside your top 3 or 5 is straight casual. Okay, but you're talking about, oh, that was Champy. But that was, yeah, like I said, from a resume perspective, maybe, but we all know skillfully he's not top 5. Andrade is terrible. Whoa, like, these are the comments. I ain't gonna lie, Champy. I don't know if you're gonna get back on this channel tonight, man. I was gonna think about suspending you, but you just said Andrade is terrible. No, Andrade was mismanaged by Eddie Hearn and wasn't fighting good opponents. And then when he finally did get in there with good opponents, he was 36 years old, and then he moved up in weight. He was a natural 160 and 154, where he dominated and was a 2-division champion. He moved up to become a 3-division champion to fight Benavidez, who was way too big for him, and it was a horrible fight for him. But to say Demetrius Bubba Andrade is terrible is a casual statement, and he's calling people casuals. That's why he's not back on this channel. I would love to see the winner of Bivol Beterbiev against Benavidez. Look, can we be honest, though? I do want to see that fight, Drizzle. But the problem is, it's like, I could see David Benavidez losing to both of those guys. I could see him losing to Bivol. I could see him losing to Beterbiev. Now, y'all tell me, does Benavidez deserve to lose? Like, he deserves that Canelo fight before he deserves to have to fight one of these two. Some bullshit, man. I'm just saying. He beat the dude who BB beat. Andrade gets dropped. How is this nigga still commenting? This nigga still commenting. My bad. I had to get him out of there, man. He didn't learn his lesson, bro. Right. Still talking that chat. Still talking that shit. Didn't learn his lesson, man. I had to remove him. I'll bring him back. He thought shit was sweet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Like I was saying, let me go back to reading the comments though. My bad, I had to remove him. I see y'all was talking with him and shit, but bro was being disrespectful. Hate people saying that Canelo is small and he is fighting bigger guys when he's coming out at 180 under and 5 pounds too. Exactly. Canelo's a hypocrite, bro. Would you replace Juan Estrada with Nello, bro? Records almost like Nello's. Who you think is gonna be the first 3-time undisputed? Inoue, Crawford, or the closest right now? Let me think this through. I'm gonna go Crawford. And you know why? I'm gonna go Crawford. The reason I'm gonna go Crawford is because Crawford's already a 2-time undisputed. He's already in his 3rd weight class at 154. And he already beat Majumov, who to me might be the toughest guy to beat at 154. He beats Virgil. He beats Fundura. To me, it's inevitable. I think it's coming for Crawford, actually. As for Inoue, He moves up to 126. I get really nervous for him, right? I just get real nervous if Inoue moves up to 126. I don't know if he's going to get to undisputed at 126. I've been saying it. I think 126 is his peak. So, I'm going to go Bud Crawford there. Even at 37 years old. People could say I'm hating, whatever. Bud is just special, man. If Bud becomes a 5-division champion, then becomes 3-time undisputed, you would have to put him in the top 10 to 8 GOAT. Bro, I put Crawford in the top 20 ever now. Top 20 ever. Like, I don't know why people get disrespectful when it comes to Crawford, bro. If he's not top 20, he's top 25, bro. Like, he's right there, bro. Like, the man's accomplished everything. The only thing that I guess people could say is resume, but he's beaten some good names, bro. I'm tired of y'all. Oh, Spence was Spence, and he beat his ass, man. I ain't trying to hear it, because when Spence beat Ugas, no one was giving Spence no excuses. Y'all were saying that Spence looked good. He was the strongest version of himself. So I don't want to hear that bullshit, you know? He beat the champions at 140. We gotta see how he wins first. How do I make you a moderator? I definitely want to make y'all moderators going forward. I don't know how to do it though. I started to comment. Let me see. Let me know how to mod y'all. I will make y'all could be my moderators. Y'all, you know, y'all been loyal to the channel since day one. Y'all always show love. And if I have any moderators, just know you, Drizzy, Blueprint, y'all gonna be the first ones on my soul. Yeah, I had to get rid of Champy, man. He kept saying, drop the link. Folks was crazy. He said, how are you back? Yeah, I didn't know how I ain't kick him out the first time. Just like Bud said, Madrimov is the best at 54. If he get past him, he ready for the rest. They in trouble. Exactly, bro. They're in trouble. He's going to hurt Fundura, bro. Fundura, that little skinny 6. Look, against Tim Tszyu with a cut, you can look good. Against Bud Crawford, you better cut him. Because if you don't, you're in for a long night, Fundura. A long night. You're getting stopped. And Virgil Ortiz, I mean, y'all saw how Virgil Ortiz looked. I think he's a pretender, man. Another Oscar pretender, man. Crawford smokes him. Nick Ball versus Inoue can be tough for him. Ain't no way he's knocking out that guy. I got Nick Ball winning that fight. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Nick Ball will be the guy. Nick Ball's quick. He's strong. Oh, that's a bad fight for Inoue, dude. You're not thinking this through, man. Y'all are thinking like, oh, Inoue's the monster. It took him 7 rounds to get out TJ old ass Dahini. I don't like Nick Ball for him at all. Nick Ball is a strong little bowling pin, boy. That's a strong guy. You gotta click your name. I am clicking your name, bro. All it says when I click. Let me see. Hold on. What's y'all top 10 most skilled? Recently, updated mine. Bud, Usyk, Inoue, Bivol, Core, Loma, Lara. Shout out middle and chat. Boots 9. It's ooh. Hey man, I've been saying Lara. Lara's a Hall of Famer. Fuck the bullshit. Lara's a Hall of Famer. He beat Nello. We talked about this, man. Lara didn't. I'm so mad that I bet the fight to go the distance with Garcia and Lara, man. Because I was raving about Lara, and then I bet the distance. Like, that was stupid of me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I guess that was just me having faith in Danny to go the distance, but Lara is the truth, man. Absolutely. I like your list. I like your list. Love it. All right, you said gotta click your name. All right, I'm on your name. I'm holding your name. If I go to the right corner, it says star comment, delete comment, put user in timeout, or ban user and delete their comments. I obviously don't want to do that. The hell did I just do? The fuck? Alright, here we go. Let me see. I'm gonna figure out how to make you a moderator, man. I'm gonna figure that shit out, man. I'm gonna ask around. I'm gonna figure it out, man. And once I do figure out how to make you a moderator, you're gonna be a moderator, alright? Anybody else want to be a moderator? Let me. Nah, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, man. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Like, is it from the app StreamYard? Like, I don't, man, bro. What the fuck? Like I said, I'll figure it out, man. I'm not gonna stress myself trying to figure out how to make you a moderator right now, but I will be making you a moderator soon. I'm gonna ask my friend who's been on YouTube for years, and once he tells me how to do it, you'll be the moderator, man. I'll let y'all kick these fucking goofies out, cause I'm not gonna be letting these goofies come on here and say anything. Tired of that, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. We got 5 viewers in the building. We've been live for about an hour and 30 minutes. We've chopped it up about everything. Make sure I hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you're new, man. Subscribe if you're new. It's not hard to, nothing to go subscribe if you're new. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get the subscribers up. We're trying to get the channel to grow, man. The only Middleman TV, the only controversial channel that keeps it real, man. Let's keep it honest. I got my Cash App. Show love to the channel if y'all choose to. You know what I'm saying? It's always appreciated. I love y'all, man. Let's see what Joseph had to say. Welcome back, Joseph. I hadn't seen nothing you were saying. You wasn't saying anything for a while. Nick Ball's a beast, not gonna lie. Hey, Nick Ball is crazy, man. Anyway, do not want to fight Nick Ball. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's a dangerous fight for Inoue. Garcia didn't look good, man. I think it's time for him to retire. Think it's definitely time for him to retire. I don't want to see Danny Garcia in the ring. Matter of fact, when I get off live, go check the video I just made. I need y'all all to do me a favor. When y'all get off this live, go like my 2 most recent videos, comment on it, like it. But I basically break it down how I don't want to see Danny Garcia anywhere near a boxing ring ever again. The man, he said he dared to be great. He didn't dare to be great. He quit in the corner, never been stopped before. He got hit with a straight left. I've never seen a fighter just quit off of a straight left. First time being knocked down and you quit, like, that was disgraceful, bro. Stay far away from a boxing ring. I was tripping on Beater BF. What really woke me up did that Morrell couldn't stop the guy who Morrell couldn't in the wrist fight. True. Yeah, Bitter BF is the truth, bro. Bitter BF. I started paying more attention to him recently. No, you definitely got to start paying more attention to him. Inoue ducking Shushu Carrington and Akhmadalov. I think he should wait on. I think Shushu should wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shushu, there's a lot of guys that he could fight at 126. Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is actually at 130. But he could fight Raymond Ford, Stephen Fulton, Figueroa, Angelo Leo. I mean, there's a lot of options out there for Bruce. But is Bruce even ready for that level yet? I don't know. He hasn't. Bruce actually has a fight coming up. He's the co-main event for the Xander Zayas fight. Michaela Mayer's also fighting in New York City. I think that fight's next month. Let's see how he does. He hasn't really stepped up his competition yet. Inoue has a lot of nerdy fans. Man, he is a cult. It's not even a fan base. It's a cult, man. He's the only fighter where if you talk bad about him, you're going to have 50 to 100 comments on your YouTube video saying that you don't know anything. Like, it happened to me multiple times. You talk about Inoue, just know you're going to get attacked. Champion, how the hell do you keep coming back? I don't duck smoke. If you drop link, we can talk about it. And, oh, yeah, I think you have to be on your laptop to make other mods. Hey, man, you somehow avoided getting banned, man. I don't know how you did it, man. I have to be on my laptop. I bet. So I'm gonna do it from my laptop then. Cool. I knew I needed a laptop. That's straight. I appreciate that. Just for you giving me that information, you could stay, bro. But you don't know shit about boxing. But appreciate that. Just like the vids, fam. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Hey, y'all. Everybody that's on the video right now, go like the videos that I just dropped. Go make sure y'all tune in, comment, whatever. Anyway, better fight Goodman, Casemiro, Nakatani, or Oguni. Next best options. Wouldn't be mad at Shushu's fight, even though it's a little early for Shushu, man. We already saw. I'm gonna be honest. I think Nick Ball is the guy, man. Anyway, don't want that though. But Goodman's good, but Goodman ain't got no power though, man. Goodman's a great boxer. Love Goodman. I've seen him 2 or 3 times because I've seen he's always on the Tim Tszyu undercard. Dude could fight. No question, dude could fight. Also, Nick Ball heard he lost that fight to Ford. I bet on that fight. I bet $50 on that fight. I bet on Ray Ford. I lost. That fight was a few months ago. Not being biased, it was a close fight, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Nick Ball won. I thought Nick Ball did. And the reason I thought Nick Ball won, Ray Ford started slow. The first 5 rounds, it was 4-1. It was 4-1 Nick Ball. Ray started to pick it up. It was like 4-2. But then it was like going into 9, it was like I say Ray probably ended up winning 5 rounds, 4 or 5. I say he won 5. Nick won at least 6 to 7 rounds, and he was like landing the stronger punches. Even though I thought Ray started to pick it up late, he picked it up a little too late. Where the Inoue steroids video at? You gotta go all the way down for that. But we all know that boy took steroids. No, we ain't gonna sham his name right now. But I just want to see Inoue fight in the United States. You know what I'm saying? It's been so long. Arthur Beterbiev definitely the truth, like I was telling you. Man, I still think Bevel's gonna beat him though. But yeah, he is the truth. But I think Bevel's the best light heavyweight in the world, man. Speaks volumes on fucking Dimitri Bivol. Champy is a Duck Nello stand. Watch out, middleman. That's what I'm saying. That's why he could stay. Like, I don't know how to. I literally removed the guy six times, and he's still here somehow. The man, a ghost or something, bro. As I say, like he beat me to it. And maybe he deserved to stay. We got 6 viewers in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And go tune into my new recent videos. I'm an Inoue fan, but not all of them are like that. Doheni's fight wasn't needed. He just wanted to stay active. That fight was such a waste of time, bro. That fight was. Look, everybody keeps saying he fought 4 times. Yeah, man. But when is he gonna fight somebody that's actually gonna make me go like the Fulton fight made us think, and then it ended up being a domination. But the build up, we actually thought it was gonna be competitive. We actually felt like there was gonna be some competitive edge. We haven't really gotten that, other than Louis Neary, I guess. He knocked him down, but that fight wasn't even competitive. I don't even know. A lot of my fans, a lot of my viewers, I don't know what their race are. He might be. I know I probably get all different races fucking with my channel on Middleman TV. But we got to give credit to Inoue for fighting top competition. Fighting fighting Neary's top level. He's been in the ring with Nonito Donaire, first ballot Hall of Famer. Tough competition. He was in the ring with Manny Rodriguez, another great fighter. Tough competition. Stephen Fulton, really good fighter. Tough competition. But he's also been in there with some slouches. If we're going to say that he's been in there with some good guys, then we have to say the same narrative for Terrence Crawford. That's all I'm saying. If we're going to say Tapales is a good fighter, then we're going to say that Jeff Horn was a good fighter. If we're going to say Louis Neary was a good fighter, then we're going to say Kell Brook was a good fighter. If we're going to say that, Stephen Fulton was a good fighter, then we're going to say Earl Spence was a good fighter. If we're going to say that, Nonito Donaire was good, at his age, being 40 years old, then we're going to say Yoroka's Gamboa was also good, you know, and we can make those arguments all day. So to me, when I hear Inoue fans try to discredit Crawford's resume, we can't uplift Inoue's resume and downplay Crawford's. I think they're both great. They've both done amazing things. They've both beaten some good opponents. You know what I'm saying? I think Crawford's resume is better. I'm a little biased, you know, but you know, it's a matter of opinion. Kell Brook, I don't like that whole over the hill bullshit excuse that people use. Kell Brook and Amir Khan, neither one of them ever had great chins. So I don't think they were over the hill. I just think that they were never going to beat Crawford. Same with Sean Porter. And he beat Sean Porter. That's another really good win. Who you talking about? The fuck? I appreciate it, champion. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for real. Oh, Andy Hiroka. Yeah, he nice. He beat Ismael Barroso. He nice. Hey, it's some nice Japanese fighters right now. Andy Hiroka. Andy Hiroka versus Devin Haney. You trying to get Devin Haney killed? That's a tough fight, boy. It's a tough fight for Devin Haney. But hey, man, that's not good though. You don't want that because it's not like Hiroka got a big name in the United States. In fact, I still got Beaver as well, especially after the injury. Exactly. I don't got Beaver by stoppage, nah. I got Beaver outboxing him. I got Beaver winning by decision. I got Beaver outboxing and winning by decision, man. I think the injury is gonna be the difference. You know, I think Beterbiev is kind of rushing it back, and I got Beaver in that fight. Goodman December, Nakatani maybe 2025. Yeah, man, I like that. I like that. And nah, fuck MJ and Casemiro, bro. No, you got the wrong idea. Listen, this is what's gonna happen. Goodman, then Nakatani, and then you move up to 126, and you try to really solidify, try to become the next Manny Pacquiao. But I think 126 will be his limit. I don't think he'll become undisputed at 126. I don't think he can do it. No, all jokes aside, Andy Hiroka versus Pitbull or Rolly next. Ooh, I like that. Andy Hiroka versus Pitbull is a fight. No, I don't like Andy Hiroka versus Rolly. I think he'll beat Rolly. I think Rolly should fight Rolly fight at 140. I'll be honest with you. Rolly versus what y'all think about Rolly versus Alberto Puello? Rolly versus Alberto Puello. We know Alberto Puello's the better boxer. That's an interesting fight. Interesting. Inoue got his eye caved in by a washed up Nonito. These guys hype up a mediocre guys for nothing. A washed up Nonito, that is true. I'm hearing Ryo might get that Pitbull rematch next though, because Ryo said they had a rematch clause in the. Oh my! I don't want to see that rematch though, bro. I really don't. I mean, it was a good fight, but Ryo won fair and square. Fuck the rematch. Fuck the rematch, bro. Joseph, I'm white and I fuck with you. I appreciate it, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even be knowing. See, that's new information for me. I didn't even know that. See, I'm mixed, you know what I'm saying? But I identify myself as black though. Ryo gonna win again. Pitbull is one dimensional. Yeah, I don't want to see that fight, man. Hiroka's no joke. Nah, he not. Hiroka no joke, man. He stopped the 45-year-old killer. Beat Rolly. I'm trying to tell you. So what you think Hiroka gonna do? Nah. Hiroka gonna kill Rolly, bro. Neri a good boxer. Doheny a legend. Doheny not no fucking legend. Doheny not no legend, bro. Doheny just a tough motherfucker. He tough. Always been tough, but he ain't no legend, bro. Donaire a legend. Culinary, good boxer, Doheny. Legend Donaire. Okay, you made Legend Donaire. Good IQ, Fulton. Decent boxer, Malini. Bro, we're not putting Paul Butler in there, bro. Paul Butler and Doheny are trash, in my opinion. You forgot Manny Rodriguez, though. Hear me out. Hiroko versus Paro. It's a good fight. So wait, are we totally done with Sabril Matias? Like he just trash now? We not fucking with him no more? Cause everybody was on the Matias hype. Now we're done with Matias all of a sudden just because he lost one fight to Paro. Y'all think he sucked now? 126 is gonna be tough for him. I'm glad you're being honest, Drizzle. I'm glad you're being honest. 126 is a lot of big guys for Inouye's small, man. He's small for 118. He's small for 122. So imagine 126, man. Alberto Puello. Yeah, that's a good fight. Alberto Puello versus Rolly is a good fight to me. I only said Roca coming off a KO win. That Mill got really saved against. Exactly. I thought Ismael was beating Rolly. And Hiroka stopped Ismael. So Puello stops Rolly. Yeah, man. I don't like Rolly's chances against a lot of guys. Cambosis is too small for 140. What about Jack Catterall versus Rolly? Ryo might stop Pitbull in a rematch. I don't know about stop, bro. That's not his style. And Pitbull not getting stopped like that, bro. I disagree with that blueprint. Pitbull don't be getting stopped, bro. He got a good chin, bro. You saw he went the distance with Tank, bro. Rolly should rematch Barroso. Yeah, but Rolly got to win that. You feel me? Like, if Rolly want to be relevant, bro, he has to win that against a 40-year-old. Like, Rolly didn't even look that good against Manuel Jaimez. He won. You know, it wasn't really competitive. I thought he won pretty easily. But was it like, did he do anything in that fight that made you go, yep, Rolly back? No, like Rolly looked trash. He still looked trash. The fight was sloppy. Not Doheny Donaire. I was talking about the legend, about being a legend. Yeah. Donaire is a legend. Doheny was outboxing anyway in some rounds. I wouldn't say he's trash. He's just ordinary, bro. Like, so that's what I'm saying, bro. We can't talk good about guys like Doheny and Paul Butler. But then when we talk about Crawford, we start dissing guys like Jeff Horn and Kaviaskis. We can't do that. We can't do that, bro. So I'm just saying, we gotta keep the same narrative. Hiroka versus Matias. Now that's a fight. Now you thinking with your matchmaking brain. You see what I'm saying? Hiroka versus Matias that's a bloodbath. You feel me? That'll be an exciting fight. Matias versus Eric Gantuan. Two guys coming off a loss. Two guys that had big names coming off a loss. I got some in my back pocket for them. Who would you have in that fight between Matias and Antoine? Antoine looked trash in his last fight. I ain't gonna cap. He looked trash. Barroso versus Matias, I don't mind. Hiroko versus Paro or Puello. Either one of those fights is good to me. Inoue will be starting to use the rehydration clauses at 126. Probably, yeah. Some weird shit. Hopefully, Turkey can give us PBC and Daz and crossovers. Yeah, we need it. We need more PBC Riyadh. If we can get more PBC Riyadh, you know, we had like Andy Ruiz and shit. And those guys came over, David Morrell, but we need more guys on Riyadh from PBC. if we can get like, I would love to see Tank on the Riyadh. Tank. I want to see Tank and Shakur. I was just talking to my friend about this. Why can't we get a card where we get Shakur Tank, Boots Crawford, and Canelo Benavidez on the same card? Can you imagine all three of those fights on the same night? I mean, that would be fucking insane, bro. Like, Shakur and Gervonta not even being the main event. That's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, if only they was really about the shit, man. But unfortunately, that's just not how boxing goes. We can only dream about shit like that. Round 3, he won round 1. El Rayo, whoever he won. I thought Broso retired. Shit, after that last performance against Soroka, I hope so. Shit, he was getting his ass whooped. He got knocked the fuck out. I didn't expect him to get knocked out the way he did. That's how I knew Hiroka was the truth. Nah, Matias versus Gary Antoine Russell, the best option to make right now. I mean, that's a fight that would be on an undercard of a PBC show. That wouldn't even be a main event. You know that? That wouldn't even be a main event. But yeah, that's a good fight. I got Matias in that fight too. I think. Shit, that's a competitive fight. Shit. Oh, y'all talking about Inoue Doheny. I didn't even watch the fight vividly. I was asleep. Y'all gonna have to tell me how y'all think it went. So y'all saying that the fight was close. You guys think Doheny actually won some rounds, huh? Is that what you're saying? Doheny won rounds against Inoue? Both fought. Teo versus Catterall. Who wins? I got Teo in that fight, bro. Look, I know Teo's not the greatest. And I don't like what he's been saying recently. But I do not fuck with Jack Catterall. I think he's overrated. And I definitely would pick Teofimo Lopez to win that fight. I ain't gonna cap. No point in telling me what rounds. I only go off what I see off memory. He won at least 2 rounds, maybe 3. How long was the fight? Again, 6, 7? If you're talking about Doheny, yeah, it was. I don't think it was close. All I'm saying is Doheny wasn't no point in that fight. Yeah, I didn't really tune into that fight, man. Shit. It's 2:50, man. I'm about to get off here. Get ready for bed, y'all. You feel me? Make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all want to support the channel, you know what I'm saying? Ever hit the Cash App, just y'all do me a favor and do that. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being a regular on this channel. Y'all always support. I need to start going live more often for y'all, man. I haven't been able to go live as often as I want to. But I'm gonna go live more often, you know what I'm saying? I do believe I work Saturday, but I'm still gonna try to go live for the Daniel Dubois Anthony Joshua fight. And yeah, because I definitely want to go live for that fight. All right, y'all, man. I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow as well. But I'm about to get ready for bed. Peace.